At first glance, this seems to be a modern revision of the vintage space shooter, perhaps a futuristic cousin of games like Asteroids and Gravitar. But where those games were genetically predisposed to fight, this one is all about flight. Power down your laser cannons, because you won't need them for this mission. This is Evasive Space, a downloadable game for the Nintendo Wii's WiiWare service, and a perfect example of interesting idea meets clunky execution. The game puts you in control of a spaceship flown by Conky, a stellar guardian on a quest to collect the Constellation Stones, which were stolen by space thieves and scattered throughout the universe. Now, that's pretty standard video game plot stuff, but the name of the space thieves' leader is Dr. Dark Matter. I bet his first name is awesome. And really, cool villain names are just one of the things Evasive Space does right. More importantly, the game is built around a pretty intriguing concept. You have to navigate your ship through twisting caves which cut through alien worlds while collecting Constellation Stones. Now, finding the stone in each level opens up a gateway from which you can escape and subsequently complete the level. But there's a catch. Evidently, Conky doesn't believe in violence. Unlike the classic games from which it seems to have evolved, Evasive Space is essentially a game of dodge and seek. You'll navigate its strange alien labyrinths, collect items, and find exits, all the while avoiding enemies, which really seems to fly in direct opposition to the game's shooter-like appearance. But you know what they say, appearances can be deceiving, especially in deep space. The cool concept is actually enhanced by the game's style. For the most part, its levels are designed really well and create precisely the deep space feeling they're going for. You fly through these bizarre extraterrestrial mazes filled with glowing rock formations and strange pathways, all the while you're desperately looking for a way out, and your time is slowly ticking away. But unfortunately, all the things Evasive Space does right can't overcome what it doesn't. And although developer High Voltage Software should be commended for devising a control scheme built entirely around the Wii Remote's pointer, it often feels like they tried to innovate simply for the sake of innovation. You move a small cursor around the screen with your pointer, and as you hold down the B button, your ship fires its engines to follow. So instead of controlling the ship directly, you're sort of just guiding it, and the controls feel really loose as a result. Now, the problem might not have been so crucial if not for the precision demanded by the game's levels. The mazes in particular are filled with monsters and space obstacles, and they can bring your ship to an instant halt. And with such a clunky control scheme, they most certainly will. It's unfortunate too, because Evasive Space is otherwise really well done. The graphics have a gorgeous style, there's impressive lighting, and there's even a 4-player multiplayer mode and online leaderboards. In fact, I could have imagined myself getting completely lost in the game's interesting premise and unique atmosphere if only I could have used the analog stick to play it. Of course, if you can deal with the game's controls, or its lack thereof in the literal sense of the word, you'll find a lot to like in Evasive Space. It's a shooter without a laser, it's a maze that doesn't always have walls, it's a genuinely cool concept, and that's what makes it such a disappointment.